You're listening to AI Prism from Seoul Economic Daily.
A decision made in Washington over the next 2 weeks lands on your board agenda, not an American one. Korea's $200 billion investment package for the United States still carries a late August to early September announcement date. The tariff already imposed on Korea is 12.5% against a ceiling both governments describe as 15%. Citibank Korea is reviewing a conversion from local subsidiary to foreign bank branch, with 65.6 trillion won of assets involved. And Honda is targeting a 40% cut in development time using AI agents, because Chinese rivals now ship a new model in 18 to 24 months. Short pause. It's Tuesday, August 18th. Let's look at a business story shaping corporate Korea. The commercial terms of the Korea-US investment package are still unsettled weeks before the first project is due. Washington wants deliverables before November's midterm elections, while Seoul must report the plan to two National Assembly committees, one chaired by the opposition. Every multinational with Korean operations or Korean suppliers is exposed to how that timing resolves. Here's what the numbers show. Trade Minister Kim Jung-kwon arrived in Washington on August 16th, with the government insisting the announcement window has not moved. Washington imposed a 12.5% tariff on July 23rd after closing a Section 301 forced labor investigation. An unannounced overcapacity tariff above 2.5% would push the combined rate past the 15% ceiling. Matter-of-fact projects with thin commercial returns, such as carbon capture and storage infrastructure, are reportedly what remains on the U.S. list. Citibank Korea held 65.6 trillion won in total assets at end June, about $47 billion at 1,400 won to the dollar, with Citigroup holding 99.98% and roughly 2,823 minority shareholders to resolve. Honda's global sales fell 8.6% last year to 3.44 million units, a second consecutive annual decline. Korea's optical fiber exports dropped from $58 million in 2022 to $27 million in 2025, an average annual fall of 22.3%, while AI cable demand grew 77% last year. 60 planned U.S. hyperscale data centers would emit 101.5 million tons of carbon dioxide a year, about 7% of last year's total U.S. power sector emissions. So, what does this mean for executives running Korean operations? Earlier, we said a Washington decision lands on your board agenda. Here's what that actually means for you. Your Korea cost base carries a tariff variable that resolves in weeks rather than quarters, and 2.5 percentage points is the hinge. The Citi review and Honda's engineering pivot point the same way, because legal structure and development speed are now cost levers rather than back-office detail. Watch the first project announcement in the U.S. investment package, guided for late August or early September. Watch the Section 301 overcapacity finding, which Seoul was told to expect around the end of August. Watch Citibank Korea's minority shareholder buyout terms as the trigger for branch conversion. That's today's AI Prism CEO. This episode was produced with AI assistance based on Seoul Economic Daily reporting and reviewed by a human editor. AI Prism is a Juan Ifra award-winning series. We'll be back tomorrow.
You've been listening to AI Prism from Seoul Economic Daily.